And today I'm going to update how I prepare images for a post to Instagram. I had recently put up a post about a year and a half ago, but since then Photoshop and Lightroom have been upgraded significantly, so I thought I would redo the way I prepare images for Instagram. So here we are now in Lightroom, where I do my initial preparation for an image. Ultimately the main work is done in Photoshop, but the initial preparation is done here in Lightroom. So here we have an image that I've selected that I'm going to prepare for a post. It's been shot in Camera Raw on a Canon R3 mirrorless digital camera with a Canon EF 800mm f5.6 lens. So a good quality image. It's late afternoon, so it's front lit. The light is very good. So the first thing we do, having imported the file into Lightroom, is to go to the develop module. So you click this button up here at the top of the screen next to the library button. And I don't do a lot in Lightroom. The latest version of Lightroom has an auto function which I find pretty good. 90% of the time I just hit the auto button, which I've just done there. It's done a minor tweak. If you want, you can then further tweak these sliders over here on the right hand side. You know, sometimes I might just pull the vibrance up a little bit, maybe a little bit of saturation. I like my images to pop a little bit. Sometimes the shadows, because we've shot this in the late afternoon front lit, there aren't really any shadows on the surface face. So that's it really for preparing the image for final post-production in Photoshop. So the next thing I need to do is scroll down to the bottom of the page where the image is highlighted here in the film strip at the bottom, and I simply right click on the image, scroll up to edit in, and select edit in Adobe Photoshop. And now Photoshop will open. Should have prepared this a little earlier by opening Photoshop, but it won't take long. This will actually show just how long it does take. Here we go. There's the image now in Photoshop. Because the light and in this image is pretty good. Unfortunately, it's probably not a bad image, probably not a good image, I should say, to show you how I prepare the image in Photoshop, because there really isn't a lot that I need to do. If you wanted to, you could crop the image here. I might just crop it just a little bit just to show you how I do it. So I just do it by, clicking on the crop tool over here. I'm just really wanting to use the original file size, or the original file. It will crop that image. Actually, I'll just uncrop that. Actually, so I'll edit, undo, crop. By going to image size, we can see I have a 6,000 by 4,000 pixel image. If I crop that, it will reduce the size of that image slightly. The images that I post to Instagram are 2,000 pixels wide, so I could essentially crop this image by 2/3 and I would still have an image that doesn't require any reduction in pixel size for Instagram. So we'll just go back now, click the crop tool. I'm just going to crop it just a little bit, just so you can see how I do that. If you notice here, when I'm on the crop tool, you can see just to the right of where my cursor is, you can see it's telling me what size it's cropping that down to. Just for the sake of the argument, we'll take it down to 5,000 pixels wide, roughly. I'm not going to do it exact. There we go. Yeah, that'll do. So I'll just pull that over a fraction, down a little bit. There we go. So that's the image as I'm now going to use it for posting to Instagram. So the way I export the image for a web post, either on my website or Instagram or Facebook, is I use the export button and I use save for web item, and it'll bring up this dialog box. I've already got mine set. I'm going to export as a high quality JPEG. I want the color profile to be sRGB. When you're posting photos to the web, always post as sRGB. I often export my photos from Lightroom as ProPhoto or Adobe RGB, which is much better for printing. But for the web, it's a compressed color gamut, and it shows up the colors much better. If you post a ProPhoto image, for example, it'll look very dull and flat to some extent. So will Adobe RGB. Probably not as bad as ProPhoto, but still not particularly good. So when posting to the web, be it Instagram, Facebook, emails, or a website, always use sRGB. So it's showing the file sizes we cropped at 5006. I want it to be 2000 pixels wide. So there it is. But it's because this is locked here. It's also then adjusted the height as well. And then all we do is press, sorry, I'm coughing. We work out where we're going to save it to. I'll save it to this, where will I save it to? I'll save it to, I have a OneDrive account, so I'm going to save it to OneDrive. Where's OneDrive? It's there somewhere. Here it is, pictures, Cronulla Surfing 2022. I'm just going to save it in the library. We'll just call this Wanda, because that's where it was shot. Whoops, Wanda, call it Wanda 1. Save, and now that'll be saved to my OneDrive account. Right, I'm not going to save that. I'll close Lightroom. Now I'll open Instagram. Actually, I post my images via the Facebook Creator Studio. Here you can either post it to Instagram or Facebook. In my case, I'm going to go to Instagram. I'll use one of my Instagram accounts, Greg McCarthy Surf Images. We'll go and find the image. So the image is in my OneDrive personal account, pictures, Cronulla Surfing, library, Wanda 1. There it is. Okay, there's the image there. I'm going to also, I can post it to my Facebook account, my Greg McCarthy Facebook account, and I can give it a caption. Wanda Beach, late afternoon in the golden light. You can type anything you want. That's what I'm doing. I'll give it a date. No, sorry, I'll put some hashtags in. I actually have hashtags saved in a Word file. I'm not going to show you that, but I'm just going to go and get those and copy and paste the hashtags. Copy, and I'll just paste those in here. So it's typing them all out. You can go and you can put in the location here. It's Wanda Beach, and there it is. So Wanda Beach. So we've got it in title, the story about the image, hashtags, add location, and I'm also going to post the image to my Facebook account. Then we can publish that image. It will show down here in the, you'll see it, it'll tell us that it's been posted. So it's been posted to Facebook and to Instagram, and then I can go into my Instagram page. I have to switch my account to Instagram. surf images. The image will come out. I'll just, this way to find it is go into, there's the image there. There you go. Job done. Hope you enjoyed that.